What's up, amigos? Welcome to GoldUp. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys a quick tour of my screen printing shop. Okay, so before we get started, let me show you guys, introduce myself. For those who don't know me, who are new, who just found my channel recently, my name is Antonio, and basically this channel was about you guys following my journey as I build up my screen printing shop here in Mexico. And those who've been following me, you guys actually seen my setup when I first started with, I can't remember how many years ago, I think it was like more than 5 years ago, or 7, I can't remember exactly. But you guys saw my setup, you saw how I was improving everything. But, and I did get a decent setup, man. I mean, I basically have everything to have a screen printing shop running. But unfortunately, for the past couple of years, I haven't printed anything because I started doing more, freelance, graphic design work for other screen printing shops. So basically, I didn't have time to do anything on my own. But I do want to come back to screen printing once again, especially so I can start making more videos, on screen printing. But I had to reinvest in my screen print shop all over again because since I did go so long without printing anything, a lot of my materials and equipment no longer work. So I had to buy new. So I thought it would be a perfect time, to basically start the channel all over again because I did go so long without doing anything and barely posting anything. So best way, to start everything over again, especially since my old videos I have, they're outdated. They need a new kind of like a new how do you say, a fresh look. So I need to make new videos because even look at my old videos, it's kind of cringy for me to watch them because the way I talk. uh, First time doing YouTube, didn't know how to actually talk to the camera. I'm still learning right now, but major improvement. So basically, that's what we're gonna be doing. So today I'm gonna show you guys my shop, so you can actually see the setup that I have. You can see what needs to be improved. So yeah, so let's get started. Walk this. As for those who are new, it is a small shop, man. I mean, it's basically just this right here. So when you're starting, you gotta find your ways to make anything work. Just look at my very first video where it's like kind of like this whole channels about that even though some people are limited to resources, you can make it work. I mean, you don't have to have the fanciest equipment, big space to start screen printing. You can make it work, but doesn't mean that you should always stay in that position. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the press I have currently. This is 6-color, 1-station press. Not the very best press, man. It was poorly made. It does not have no micro restriction. It doesn't have enough contact adjuster. These things, I don't think they were welded on properly because they're all not the same. They don't all line up perfectly the same. Where the pallet goes real loose, but it gets the job done. I mean, it is a pain to register screens, especially multicolor ones, where precision has to be precisely. It's a big headache, but it gets the job done for now. I mean, hopefully later on, I will probably buy a better one. In the meantime, this is what I have to do. And actually got a good deal on this. I actually bought this for 2,000 pesos. I was looking online, couldn't find nothing. Someone on Facebook posted this press. I asked how much. They said 2,000. I was like, oh, that's real cheap. I said, where you guys at? They were real nearby, man, like literally like 10 minutes away. I was like, okay, that's luck right there as well. I went to talk to the guy. They seemed pretty chill, man. I asked him I told him I want to start, screen printing, learning all that stuff. He told me, man, you sound like a good guy. You could come over whenever you want. Say you could see how it works, so you can learn. Like, okay. And that actually ended up being the maestro. Big influence in my life. Just sad that he's no longer with us, but so this press will always be special because of him. But let's move on. Now we have my heat press. I got this to cure your shirts for after screen printing. You need to cure ink, right? So you need either an oven, a flash dryer, a heat press, or even a heat gun. Now, starting out, I think the best option is to buy a heat press because With the heat press, you could do so much besides just creating the ink on your screen printed t-shirt. One, you could do heat transfers. You could do DTF now. You could do sublimation and also vinyl. I mean, you could do a lot more with the heat press. So I highly recommend you buying a heat press. Oven, I think if you can afford it, buy it. But if you don't really need it, you could wait. In the meantime, heat press, more affordable. Unfortunately, the one that I have, it was really affordable, but because it's not that perfect. For one, this knob here no longer works, man. No longer works. So basically, I just have it sitting right there. I just plug it in, wait till it turns on. Since I can't really know the temperature, and I don't know when it's ready to heat press the shirt. I have a heat gun. Big handy, especially for equipment where you can't rely on their temperature. Also here, well, I used to have my squeegees. I no longer have my squeegees because years without them using it, they actually came off, and I only have 3 aluminums which I can replace. Actually end up using the squeegees for this right here. See. So they didn't go to complete waste. Also, I have a dehumidifier to dry my screens faster because here it's really humid. I have this cutter. I use that to kill my films because I do have the roller. Squeegees. I'm not squeegees. I forgot what they're called. Spatulas. I got the plastic ones. I like these ones better than this one because these ones, they scratch the case. Let's go. I got my screens. I got wood screens, not the best ones because they warp a lot. I got some aluminum screens. When I first started here, they were hard to find, but luckily now there's a supplier, Octopus, in Mexico City, that they carry aluminums. Big difference. I mean, these are a lot better than wood screens. A bit more pricey than the wood screens, but you know, they last you longer. Here, I have my inks, not that many inks, nothing really special. Heat gun, again, you can use this to cure also. I use it to cure like for small prints, like chest prints, because I'm not gonna turn on the heat press just for a small print. Blow dryer, I use that to dry my screens faster when I coat them with emulsion, because when I have small amounts of little screens, something goes wrong, you don't expose it right to reclaim it, recoat it, wait for it dry, so that kind of speeds it up. Here I have some lasers. This is actually for garages or something. I bought them because they're real cheap. I use it to make registering a lot easier. Here I have yellow LED strips, so when I'm coating my screens, I can use that. Here we have my flash dryer. Not the best one as well. It doesn't heat up evenly. I hardly use it at all. Also have my exposure unit. Built it myself. You guys should check out my videos how I did that. I use UV LED strips. I actually have a yellow light. I got this timer here. I actually forgot how to set it up, but here's the timer. Let's see. You see, these don't turn on because I think the wire came loose here. But I'm actually gonna change that. I actually bought these new LED bars, UV, off Amazon. I'm gonna install those on those here to see how these compare to them. Because these two ones actually seem a lot easier to set up than those LED strips. Because the LED strips you have to cut them, you have to solder them. This one I can just plug it in. But that'll be for another video. I have my chemicals, but I have to replace those as well. Now for my printer, it's actually sitting here. I have the Canon Pixma IX6820, I think. Printhead got clogged up. I unclogged it. I bought a cleaning kit. I bought ink cartridges actually to replace the ones because I ran out. But unfortunately, I got this error when I was trying to print a film, and that error, I forgot what it's called. I googled it, but it basically means you need a new printer. They say that buying a new printhead might fix that error, but it's not 100% guarantee. But since that printhead is quite expensive, I'm like, I'll just wait for it, I'll wait because I don't want to buy it and for that not to fix the problem. So for now, I can actually end up using, regular letter size films, take them up together if I want to print something large. But that's for now. But yeah, so basically that's it. That's my little shop. Oh, I do have this pressure washer. My bad, I forgot about that. Need to replace a new one because that one, last time I was using it, it was hardly working. So yeah, but yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for my shop. Nothing very special, not that big, but it gets the job done. That's an important thing. But yeah, so let's see where we go from here now. Let's see what, not this year because this year's already gonna end, but let's see what 2026 is gonna bring to this shop. How much bigger it's gonna grow, besides the equipment and all that stuff. So I can look back today and see the big difference. So yeah, so keep following me, keep watching to see all these upgrades. So I'll see you guys next time.